Alright, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I think today we're just gonna see how the joints feel, or just see how it feels to if we're gonna run again or not. But I have suspicion that we have to give today just one more, well, today we're just gonna give it like a normal kind of fast walk to a degree-ish. But I don't think we can do a full-on run still. I think tomorrow we'll be able to again. So just give it like a bit of a walk or something. I think there's gonna be a note to self. Here's what I'm planning. The note to self is that I actually we get super bored on the treadmill. So I'm thinking I might have to start listening to Sensei with the earpiece. So I think we might do that. Because I just realized that this treadmill and everything's just so boring. And especially since it depends, but I really can't talk most of the time. Especially when we're running or walking faster. Okay, we're walking at 5 speed right now, and it's looking alright. Some reason. Okay, we're gonna walk at an incline. Yeah, we're gonna walk at we should walk at an incline so we can get some. Okay, I'm gonna walk at a slight incline this time. I don't think we can run though. I mean, I could try. Should I? You think the joints are okay? No, I'm gonna give today just a walk day because I want the I want tomorrow to actually start running. I want tomorrow to tomorrow we start running properly. Well, I only really check, but yeah, I think I'll give one more day. Cause oh no, never mind. I really just tried that. Nah, left is still bugged. Apply a little bit of pressure to the left, it won't work. Nah, it's still. Oh damn. Okay, so we'll have to actually just give it like a fast. We'll give it like a fast walk. We seriously need to let that heal. Okay. Now what do I want to do? Oh yeah, I want to create some notes. So notes are what are notes gonna be? The notes are pretty much gonna be ready, ready iPhone 14 Pro with Sony earbuds Pro with those. Yeah, because I think one of those problems is that when we're running or when we're running or something, it's actually super boring. Like I think that's actually one of the problems. Besides the fact that for some reason right now we can't really run because the left like kneecap area is still very painful if I apply some kind of jogging pressure, and the right ankle is also scuffed. But I guess so walking is okay. But applying any kind of pressure, nah, it will not work. I'll probably screw it up, make it worse. So we're just gonna have to walk until it's alright. It is what it is. Today is raining, so we can wear the headphones because we're not doing anything intensive. We're simply just walking. How long we're gonna walk? Not really sure. We are looking at an incline this time though. And maybe we swap back to normal lighter shoes. Not really sure. Do you think distance matters, or do you think it's about what is it actually about? Not really sure. All I can say is that the difference between walking and running is huge. Walking's a lot more how to say it. I could talk more and be more calm. But running is just full on torture. However, walking at this speed at this incline is also getting a bit rough. I might not even be able to talk soon. Or at least the joints don't hurt. Yeah, yesterday I did say we either do the treadmill or stairs. At this time, we're gonna just do the treadmill. So yeah, there's nothing really to talk about. But how long am I gonna do this for? I'm not really sure because there's no distance. If we even tried to reach 9.87, it's gonna take us like an hour because we're not even like half the speed, and it takes us nearly an hour if we're running. So it take a very long time. I'm gonna still swing my arms though, just so I don't just so I don't apply pressure to the treadmill. Everything is just my feet. I'm not sure how long we're gonna walk for. I might give it like I'm not really sure actually, but I might give it more than 30 minutes. Honestly, this is just to recover the dude. I really can't. It's unfortunate, but I'm not gonna test it because even like not even like running at the right speed, just trying to imitate it is already painful, so it's not safe. What is that song? And I would walk 5 down 100. I don't. Sure. This what I'm doing right now reminds me of this thing I saw at a different gym when I was younger, or no, not younger, but at a different location. There was this Asian old man who always like walk up and down the grass turf like every morning. But it's like an old Asian man, but he wasn't that old because he still woke up early and he's always like going up and down backwards. I respect him. Always up early in the morning just to walk up and down, base. He walked backwards. This is not really working because I'm using my hands to hold myself in the air. But for some reason, I'm still sweating as well. Maybe because what's the temperature? It's only 10. It's actually cold today. Raining, cold, and wet. But the regime of eating early is really good. Yeah, I like it. It also, by the way, oh yeah, there's actually something to talk about now. The difference between muesli and rice is insane. With rice, I'm like super bloated after eating, 600 grams plus. But with the muesli, I'm not even bloated at all. Matter of fact, with the muesli, I'm still hungry. Which is crazy. Also, we're gonna eat less calories today, I think. Nah, I won't. I'll eat normal. I want to heal faster. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Eating muesli is so much easier than the rice. Because the rice, you get really bloated for some reason. But when we ate the muesli yesterday, stomach got empty quite fast. So I think my body just digests muesli a lot easier and better than rice. I think. Well, again, with rice we get bloated, but with muesli it's like maybe it's because of the milk. It's because of the milk, isn't it? Oh no, we actually drank extra milk yesterday too. Only so I can get the muesli down a bit easier. The extra milk is definitely worth it. But also we could also just eat the muesli dry. It's not a big deal. I can do it dry as well. Yeah, walking so slow, but at least I know that it's gonna help us in the long term. Distance and calories is not looking the best, but it's alright. I could try to go faster, but I'm not. Nah, okay. going anything faster than 5 right now doesn't look that good for me. It's okay. I already have our run recorded, so I'm not really too worried. Because again, we already have proved ourselves that we are actually fully capable of running 9.87 kms in under 40 minutes. But it seems like we've just managed to do it too much that the body has put itself into rest mode. So that's why we really can't. Nope, cannot. Also, one thing I do know is that when it comes to like just walking on a treadmill, as long as you don't like apply pressure, like holding this or holding this, you actually probably do better than the stairs. Because the stairs, I think after yesterday, right? The stairs, we're always doing this, and we apply a lot of pressure to the machine. But honestly, just doing it without any kind of, just let the whole entire body, pressure. You guys did physics, right? In physics, you guys went to physics, right? If you touch nothing and it's only your feet, it's your feet and your body that's like taking in all the calories and pressure. But the moment you start adding your hands, you are splitting that pressure. See, look, I'm not even walking anymore. So that's why when it came to the stair calories probably wasn't accurate because a lot of the pressure went into the hands. So that's why try to avoid touching it. That's what I'm gonna do with the treadmill. Gonna try avoid touching it. Another thing too is maybe the phone. I think I'm just gonna ignore the phone. I mean, I could always just do this, but what am I gonna do? What do I do on the phone? If it took us like 38 minutes to reach 9.87 kms while running, it is gonna take us well over an hour because we're doing half the speed. And today I'm gonna be a bit more efficient. After eating, we're gonna go straight to video editing. Then after video editing, I'll try see how the body feels, but definitely the dips and pull-ups, they're alright. No, but I mean, what I meant to say is that definitely with Alpha 3 regime, can't do it after like straight away eating. You need to give it some time to digest properly, or it won't work. And then also, yeah, I could have done ARC yesterday. And we haven't actually gone on the ARC thing much. I do have plans for it though. I did adjust the OBS, but I need to test it. Could do it Mr. Naomi as well. Today's gonna be quite isolated. Yesterday I was just kind of talking to students. I actually do any kind of online streaming or videos. I was just talking to students about philosophical, is that what it's called? Philosophical ideas. Oh, we're just talking about topics and things, mostly about humans and nature, not nature, but universal rules. I guess one topic I could say is that one of the topics mentioned stuff about how, as for example, we don't really need kids because we don't have having kids uses a lot of time and energy, especially depending on what kind of ecosystem you want to give them. So it's best to just leave it to the other humans to create kids because it takes an entire lifetime, a decade. Not it takes an entire lifetime and We might as well just leave it to the lower echelon to create other humans. Plus, like I said, the only way anomaly is spawned is via the lower echelon anyways. You can't create an anomaly from the top. It won't work. Yeah, so that's some of the topics we talked about. Some people don't understand. And then another topic was, or the topic I mentioned a while ago, is how you should be classifying aliens as animals. So there's no such thing as aliens. They are simply just animals. So do whatever it takes to, you know, enslave the animals, genocide them as well, whatever it takes, as long as humans stay on top. It's pretty simple stuff. Most of the students get it. Some of the dumb students are like, that's tyrannical and evil. But then I said, well, just look at the rest of the world. We already did that. Humans already done everything, so I don't know why you're complaining. We're just talking about the next level up because if you look at it like a video game, humans already did it. We've already conquered and dominated every single living species on on Earth. So what's the big difference when it comes to out of Earth? No, there's no difference. It's all going to be animals anyways. All going to be animals. It doesn't matter. I don't care. You can say aliens or whatever, but they're all animals. Treat them the same, enslave the same for our benefits, and genocide them if we need to. I think the only reason people get, yeah, I mean, just look at the rest of the world. We've already enslaved every single living species and any kind of living organism that threatens humans. We find a way to kill them. And then I gave another example saying how just look at the world and how they treat deadly viruses. We humans start making a cure instantly and aren't afraid to get rid of the virus. So yeah, really not really simple stuff. And then people say it's cruel or whatever. And then my other argument is really simple. When someone says that, you know, enslaving aliens are cruel because of their high intellect, I say, look at Earth right now. What do you call a dolphin? Uh, an animal? What do you call a gorilla? An animal? Okay. Have we put dolphins in zoos? Yep. Look at the aquarium. Have we put gorillas in zoos? Yep. So we've already done that. So yeah, we're already enslaved everything. Put them in containers for our own entertainment. Matter of fact, aren't aren't killer whales aren't orcas supposed to be smart? Why are they in a cage? Because we enslaved them, duh. So like, I don't know, people complain about that. So animals are animals. See, those are the topics we talked about yesterday. Pretty simple stuff, really. Just gotta continue to be emotionally detached and just think logically. So whenever we see more animals out of Earth, analyze it, see if we could see how it benefits us, and depending on the context behind the animal, if the animal poses a real threat, we'll genocide its numbers until they're either endangered, extinct, or domesticated, something like that. But either way, yeah, I think that's why I'm here. Well, no, that's not what I think. That's why I'm here to make sure that even if it's a high intelligence, I'll make sure their population goes down to the numbers so they stay below us. There's no such thing as humans and alien allies in the future. It's only going to be humans at the top. I already disdain the trust of another human being, so therefore I would disdain the trust worse for a whole different species. If humans have the capability of distrusting even when it's their own species. Imagine another species in the future. It's not gonna work. It's gonna cause so much death and destruction. So many humans are gonna die. So instead of that happening, that's why I'm here to make sure that we stay on top. So we'll kill all the animals, enslave all the animals, do the exact same thing we've done on Earth, just on a galactical scale. Simple, very simple. Just look at Earth and think of it as a level. So when we level up, we'll do the same thing. Simple, simple. So look, we actually can manage to talk about some stuff. What is there to talk about? We've already walked past 30 minutes, by the way. So the air bike might have been faster. Okay, tomorrow we either continue walking on the treadmill again or do the air bike. I don't think there's any other topics. And then, people obviously ask me, okay, well, if you have such goals and plans, what are you doing right now that helps you? What actions are you taking? And my answer is simply, I am creating law. I am creating law as the time passes until it arrives. So yeah, just basically creating law every day. Okay, going at 6 speed makes the right shin very working, right? But it seems like 5 speed is kind of like the sweet spot of everything's kind of warm, but not like stressed. Because again, if we are trying, nah, dude, I really can't. I don't know why I keep trying. It's probably because I want to. It's okay. It's part of the game. Just accept that we have to rest it, even though I'm not really resting, am I? I'm still like working it. That's alright. Yeah, looks like we're gonna have to do the stretching part like right here instead, because it seems like today there is a break in the pattern recognition. So we'll just have to change it up a bit. It's alright. I can adapt easily. There's one interesting topic a student mentioned yesterday that I just thought of, but they basically said something like this. It's crazy how much men live far in the future. So it's like we really, when human males age, it's super chill. Not chill, but like I think most guys will understand. But like the thought of aging and getting older for a man is like, oh yeah, based, all good. Like sure, I'll get older, all good. It's like based because like as you could see from other males, if you keep training no matter what, even if you're like in your 40s or 50s, you can still look like a G. You're still like fit and everything. See, he was like talking about age and stuff, and he's just like, damn. From the perspective of a woman, it's tragic, isn't it? It's, it is what it is. But like, man, if you're a woman, aging's the opposite. It's like TikTok, GG. TikTok, you better choose an ecosystem. But like for a man, it's like we're all good. I guess that's the disadvantages and advantages. No light without dark. That is why female females at younger ages have a lot more things going on than males. But then as time passes, it reverses and all that stuff. Basic human stuff, really makes sense. It's kind of like how when I think about it, right? Every single classmate of mine is old as fuck now. GG. It is what it is. It's crazy. I don't know. I haven't gone on Instagram yet. I'll explore Instagram the moment our regime and body continues to work itself. So we're past 40 minutes now on the walking speed. Seems like five speed is quite enjoyable. Distance 3.3 in 41 minutes. Also, if you're wondering why I'm not even sleepy today, it's because I did fall asleep earlier. I was trying to recover the body a bit. Okay, we'll stop at 3.5, which is around 5Ks, and then we'll continue the shoulder day, and then eat food, and then edit, and then as we finish editing, see what else we could do, and then start doing the Alpha 3 regime, and then after Alpha 3 regime, we might start doing Arc, either Arc or maybe a new series or something. Now we gotta finish Arc. Did I say 3.4 3.5? I think I said 3.5. Okay, let's speed it up just a tiny bit. No, 6 speed doesn't really work. Just gotta stick with 5 speed. It's much more lighter than usual. Here you go, we're done. Distance 3.51. There you go, workout summary. So we basically just walked today. We only did half of what we usually do, and it took so much time. So that's how fast running is. 43 minutes, and we only did 5Ks, 3.51, 244 calories. So yeah, walking's definitely. I mean, it's not bad. It's it's not bad. Just it is what it is. So now we gotta do the stretching now. But yeah, matter of fact, I didn't even finish the water. I could have. I think it's because I've just been so used to just always chugging it all after. I'm not really sure what's up, but it seems like the population today is extremely more than usual. Surprisingly, from the air bike yesterday, the shoulders actually took already some of the beating. It always seems like the population dwindles, like after a certain period. It really just dwindles, huh? Yeah, the population just dwindles, like, as everyone's gone again. Yeah, we're so dry from just walking. We're just chilling. So, you'll say it's a very calm day today. But the machine shoulder press is still, like, just the best, I reckon. There's no, we don't really think of any kind of replacements for it. It's just the best. It really is just the best. I don't know what else you could say about it. The machine shoulder press is like symmetrical, everything's spaced. And I would say, shoulders is more about just high reps, lightweight, because, yeah, can never beat this thing. This thing's always good. It's kind of like a staple. I guess it's a staple just how we do the Smith machine barbell. Barbell Smith machine, we always do that. You just can't beat it, man. Don't think there's really anything to talk about right now. Kind of just talked about majority of the topics at the treadmill. So nothing really else to say. You know, zoning out and drinking water. What else is it? What else is there about it? You know, simple stuff really. I hate mosquitoes. Oh no, sorry, what am I saying? Yeah, we're kind of just, we're just, you know, kind of just drinking water, not really talking much right now. I think it's because we already talked about a lot on the treadmill, so we're kind of just drinking water and zoning out, I guess. What is zoning anyways? Thinking, but like I already know exactly what to do. You know, it's like I already have everything planned. It's mainly just autopilot schedule, work it now. You know, got the next, I would say 6 to 7 hours of just knowing exactly what to do, knowing knowing exactly what to spend every single minute to do. So yeah, I literally know what to do already. So it's kind of just like, yep, know what to do. Just you gotta do it. Okay, 4 5s. You probably check the weight really soon as well. Again, it's like under 5 digits. No, it's under double digits already. Again, seems like through pattern recognition, everyone leaves. So I think the golden time is like now. Yeah, the golden time's now. I already knew that. What? I already knew that this is the golden time. Golden time for this location, of course. Other locations, golden times everywhere. Like example, the more premium one that we go to sometimes. That golden time's even just that golden time's beautiful. Hours of just perfection. Just takes a bit longer to get there, but it's worth it. Well, to a degree. Probably not the best for back day. No landmine row, but everything else is just golden hour. We'll go check the weight after doing some machine deltoid raises. Okay, let's drop the weight and maybe do 60. Not real, see that. Yeah, I know the drill already. One of the next goats, deltoid raise, deltoid raise machine. Literally another goat that you really just can't beat. It's like another stable. No, I mean, normal dumbbell raises is also pretty good, but deltoid raises, the machine version is just so much more. What was it? Efficient? Perhaps it is just more efficient too, as well. Sorry, hold on. This tower's in the way. Honestly, I should start adding timestamps to the videos. Maybe I will start adding timestamps to the videos. Just so you guys can see which parts are what. Like, is this part Mr. Nightmare? Is this part the treadmill? You know, might do that. Right here. Let's check our weight. Again, the weight's it's kind of just a thing we just check on. But I mean, it doesn't do too much now. It really is just the calories and the visuals. So I'm assuming it's 68 now. We should be continuing to go up and up. 67.0. So less. So yep. Again, though, it's really just about the calories consumed and the overall visuals. Dude, you really just can't beat this. I swear, it's too good. Surely it's just so efficient. It's like maybe I should try a different angle. I think this is a probably better angle. Maybe. I mean, you guys get to see my face now. There's nothing to really talk about there, really. Can't really think of any other topics. Can't think of any topics because the treatment already covered, some deep stuff. Not deep stuff, but just future visionary stuff, which is pretty simple, really. Don't really know what else to. I don't know how to really explain it more besides just saying, just continue what we're doing about leveling up. So humans already completed Earth. Now we're just waiting to level up to other places, or something new comes. You never know. Besides that, though, when we talk about the Alpha 3 and calisthenics and food, that's all under control. Stupid ass mosquito. Yesterday, when I was doing it, somehow I got bit on the hand. I hate mosquitoes. Are just so the trade-off is sucks. It's like, yeah. Oh well, no light without a dark. At least I'm not like dead from Ebola or something. So can't complain too much. No light without dark. It's like you can hold on, shut up. It's like you can complain about mosquito bites, but like at least you don't have Ebola. You know what I mean? Wait, is Ebola actually a thing? I think it is, right? Ugandan knuckles. How am I yawning? I think it's just too chill. One thing though, when we did Rec Room and no, not VR chat, but when we visited Rec Room, man, it's the ecosystem and that is insane. You can really just tell the difference between ecosystems. Wow, what are we on? One, so twos, and that's threes. So now we're on four fives. Yep. So we got bit by a goddamn mosquito. What else is there? Nothing really else to say. Can't think of anything else to say. No hunting today at all either. It's raining. Weather's yeah. I'm not yawning, but like I'm not like tired yawning. It's just like I don't know. Rest is really just clockwork. Not even hungry right now. Which is kind of strange because we should be hungry. Also, temperature today is like not even hot. Maybe that's why. I'm not really sure. What I do know is that either tomorrow or Friday we can start doing the run again. Maybe. I'll see how it goes. If not, the walking's actually, I would say walking's sustainable to a degree, even though it's like half. All right, time to. After this, we got to go do our normal kind of face pulls and You know, it is what it is. Simple stuff. Right now, it's just the normal face pulls and abs. Very simple stuff. Get this bench out the way. The digits. It's like, is there anything to talk about? You guys do these abs? It's not really this one. The abs for this is really simple. Really, you just lift it up and hold it. I think it's because the dip supports really help a lot. However, doing it via like hanging is a lot harder. But if you really want to try, you can hold it. Let's try hold it real quick. See how long we can hold it for. Nope. Never mind. The last part for shoulders is always just like clockwork, kind of chill. It's like, okay, maybe we'll try a different variation of the abs real quick. Could try. It might be a bit sloppier because I have less support. I'll be using my kind of. Nah, I'm pretty sure I already tried this before on video. I'm pretty sure I already tried this in video where it doesn't really work because we just end up swinging around. Yeah, we just start swinging around. Oh, matter of fact, you know how on the treadmill we talked about women aging, right? Well, ironically, the gym music is playing Britney Spears. Just look at her. Just like a example, I guess. Yeah, shoulder day is like the fastest as well, but arm day is like the longest. Again, though, it doesn't really matter too much because we are eating straight away rather than doing the regimes. So it's not really too much of a worry. However, I would say that golden hour at this area is still, it really depends, honestly. And also, again, we could also, I'm always able to just adapt and just leave, but so far, this place here, this location is, so far, I just enjoy this location the most. But however, since we are somewhat no longer really doing stairs much now these days, considering that we're doing, walking and running regime. Other places that are decent, kind of. This place still is just like I could try other regime areas, but this area of this area here, the what am I saying? Not regime. This gym area is probably the most like I'd say it's one of the best. However, again, the premium simple one is like top tier if I really, really needed an escape. Like that area is probably the most premium of the premium. It just costs like a bit extra. It just costs a tiny bit of extra time to get there. Also, it does cost like a. Oh, right, yeah, the memberships. I don't really pay attention to the money price. I don't pay attention to the money aspect because it is what it is. Isn't it like nearly $2 a day to even just. I don't pay attention to it. I just think of it as I don't think of it as a day. I just think of it as, a year payment. That's it, done and dusted. It is what it is. But, it's still worth it no matter what. I can't really say much about the worth of it. It's always worth it. I mean, seriously, a treadmill and steer machine, if you buy that for like an HQ, that's gonna be like years of a gym membership. And I could just abandon it if I really wanted to. So yeah, it's kind of like you don't really have to look at it like every day it costs you this much to get, because like if you really wanted to do that, then it'd be like you'll be shocked at how much it'll cost you to drive your goddamn car. So don't really think of it like that. It's like, oh, every day you go here, it costs you $2. Okay, well you have like a what 10,000, 20K car. Every time you drive it, it's gonna cost you X amount of money. Matter of fact, and you still got gas and everything too. GG. Anyways, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate it. I'm gonna give you a Mr. Nightmare video today. Also thinking about, I'm planning on seeing if we could, since I have the OBS recorder slightly differently, we might show you what I actually do on Arc. And I need to add some timestamps as well. Yeah, I might add some timestamps. These Earth vlogs are getting a bit, you guys don't even see. Yeah.